This channel supports Extra Life in its efforts to raise money for the Children's Miracle Network. For more information about how to donate and join in their efforts, go to the link displayed here. Extra Life. Play games, heal kids. What up, everybody? This is your boy Blak Magus, and so I have done something that I didn't think that I would ever do. I have completely converted my library. Well, I won't say completely. There's still a couple of holes, but as far as the end of this PS4 era, anything that I really like or play heavily or just wanted to have just to keep around in case I might get the itch to play again, I pretty much got it digitally. Now, I didn't pay full price for the digital stuff. I've caught sales. Shout outs to places like CD Keys and then PSN sales where you can get things for cheap. Like, I got Horizon Zero Dawn, the complete edition, for $6. It's on CD Keys now for $6. I was kind of mad because 3 days later they did a flash sale where it was only $4. But you know what? I can live with that. God of War is on sale for $6. Things like that. PSN is always having great sales, so I was able to cop a couple of games off of there that I haven't completed for the low. So, I'm there. I've gotten there. Now, anybody who's been around my channel for a while may remember me saying how I just didn't feel like I needed to go all digital because there was just something about having a hard copy of the disc. I was one of those people who was like, yo, what happens when they rescind licenses to online games? Because we've seen it happen before with PlayStation Plus. EA in particular rescinded the license of like a bunch of games. I remember I had Battlefield 3, a couple of Need for Speeds, all that through PS Plus, and then EA decided, nope, we just rescinded the license. You no longer have those games, things like that. And it was maybe one or two games that I might have bought back in the day digitally that had the same thing happen. But it can happen. Definitely can happen. But I think we're moving now forward into an era where most people are recognizing that these companies would probably prefer you to go digitally more. They probably make more off of the hard copy sales as they put in more production time, maybe. But at this point in time, I think even Sony has surrendered to the idea of the digital. That's why you're going to get like the next PlayStation with an SSD and all of that, because they want, transfer rates to be as fast as possible, because they see everybody's going digitally like they are on PC. Microsoft too. Microsoft is doing the SSD thing, and they're, working on trying to make things go smoother, have a smoother transition. Pretty much now consoles are, I guess, competing directly in some ways with PC. Because if you've been paying attention to some of the console news that is dribbled out, everybody's saying that Sony has some new type of, menu where it's akin to Netflix, and it's supposed to make PlayStation 5 very, very easily accessible and quick to launch, and things to flow seamlessly. And Microsoft's cooking up something on their end too, I'm sure. But everybody's just basically trying to streamline their things, and going digital definitely adds to that. And, as an old man, I relent to the way technology is going and the way things are going. Simply put, while owning the cases and the boxes is very, very cool, or was very, very cool, at the end of the day, I don't play games as much as I do because I don't have the time, or I'm like, I want to play them and then I get preoccupied with things, what have you. This just makes it a lot more convenient. And if I want to come back to something, I can, re-download it, put it back on. It definitely makes the shuffling of games, now that these games are like ridiculous sizes. I got every Battlefield up to Battlefield 4 on my PlayStation 4, and I own them all digitally now. And sometimes I want to play Battlefield 1, Sometimes I want to play Battlefield 4. Sometimes I want to play Battlefield 5. But now I can just go back and forth between them and not have to constantly swap discs. Because those are games that I know that I always get the urge to play, so I keep them loaded on my hard drive. And I think that's the thing that sold me, where I realized that there are just certain things that I know, like, the Uncharted and things like that I will eventually go back to more frequently than others. And just having the digital tab to pull it, or to have it already installed, and have essentials installed and then have backup room for everything else, it just works. And it moves smoother. And the way that these new consoles are going, I think it'll be much more better to just be all digital. Still want a disk drive in my system, because I still haven't relented on that. But hey, we're probably pushing forward to where, if they continue making consoles, we're going to have diskless consoles pretty soon. Most people don't have a CD drive or anything in their PC because they just go to Steam, things like that. And this is just maybe just, as they say, time stops for no one. The future will push you out of the way, basically, and make room for itself. And if you don't get on board, hey, I guess I'm getting on board now. Crazy. Anyway, as always, you guys feel free to hit me up. Let me know what you think, and I'll holler at you later. This your boy Blak Magus, and I'm out. Deuces.